My name is Pat. I'm from Massachusetts. I have a problem with angioedema. It's soft tissue swelling. And in my case, it's caused by allergy. When I do have it, I tend to have this intense swelling that keeps growing. So it might start in my lip, and then my face might be distorted, and then it might go to my tongue or my throat. Sometimes it's my hand, sometimes it's my foot. But mostly it's my face and my mouth. And in that case, sometimes it goes to my throat and closes my throat. So it involves 911 calls. When I turned 40, all of a sudden I had all these allergies. And gradually it got so that I was allergic to everything. I'm chemically sensitive. I have problems with the environment, fragrance, plastics, clothing, medications, foods. It got to be everything. And it got to be quite the challenge of trying to avoid everything or change cleaning products, products you use on your body, making sure there was no dust in the house, mold, being careful outside when it was pollen, or it just goes on and on. My daily life was quite impacted because, like I say, I was always trying to be safe, worrying about every label when I shop, I have to look at every label. When I eat out in a restaurant, I have to talk to the chef to cook something separate. When I visit my kids or go to a buffet, I have to ask them to save the labels on all the food. So it really has made the quality of my life very, very difficult. The doctor said I had too much histamine in my body, and that's why I was just starting to be allergic to everything. She said my body was fighting itself. In December, I had 4 different attacks of the angioedema, and I had a 911 calls for 4 times. And the doctor covering told me that the Gupta Program had helped some people because I mentioned to her I was thinking of doing it. And at that point, I was running out of options for treatment. I didn't want to go on a new med that had a lot of side effects, so I decided this is the time to do it. I'm going to try it. I had nothing to lose, and everything to gain. Since I started the program, almost right away, my attacks were less severe. I had angioedema 5 times since last February, but each time I was able to do the stop, and rest of the brain retraining that's part of the Gupta program, and the soften and flow. I would repeat the soften and flow exercise a few times. And what I found was it would, if it was mild starting, it would go away. And if it was severe, it would go away too, but it would just take a few more hours, sometimes 4 hours. Normally, once it started, it would progress, and it always got worse before it got better. And it might be 3 days on Benadryl and prednisone before it even went down. So for it to go away in 3 hours or 4 hours was just so wonderful. And I didn't have to call 911, which was absolutely wonderful. I've had faith in the program, faith it's going to work, and just find that my nervous system is quite different on the program. And that's helped me so much not to worry and to have more joy in my life.